Well, I'm really disappointed because I've just finished my coffee and there's none left. So I might be a little bit down for this video because I'm a little bit sad about that. But let's just keep moving on. I want to talk to you guys about different shapes that you can draw. So if I select down on the circle, I've got all these different circles that I can actually draw from. This one here is just a circle by center, so I can select and move out and select again. But how do I draw an accurate circle to a particular uh, um, dimension, diameter? I knew I'd get it eventually. Well, I can count these. I can go horizontally or vertically, perfectly up, and count these little points. So I'm moving up 1 point, so that's the radius of 10. So that's going to be a diameter of 20, and so on and so forth, and move it out. Or I can use the relative coordinates. And so in this case, I'm just typing in 0. You can type in 0 in the first one, and then tab, and then 20, and then OK. And that's going to draw going upwards 1, 2, 20 millimeters upwards. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be 40 millimeters in size. So I can get accuracy by typing in these relative coordinates. I have other shapes here too. So I have this one, which is a rectangle shape. And once I draw that, I can move it out. Let's say we wanted to draw a perfect square. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to type in the first one, which is 20. Now let's do 40, radical. Type 40 by 40, that's 40 across and 40 up, and it's going to draw, so that 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 40, and 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 40. So it's going to do a 40 by 40 square. What other sort of shapes do I have? Well, I've got some crazy shapes that I can do triangles and a whole variety of things. I really like this one. This one here is drawing a polygon by by the size of its edge, and I'm going to have a six-sided figure here. And all I can do, I can just draw across. Let's say we wanted a 20 mil side for this hexagon, and then I come down, I can either bring that down or below, and it drops that in. Okay, so if I'm doing something like that, how am I going to create shapes for, say, a chessboard? Well, I want to get rid of the grid now. The grid lock I can get rid of, and I'm selecting on this one, which is connect. So I should now be able to connect to the endpoints like so and bring that out. So I can just select, and I can do some shapes like so. I can also come back over here, and if I right click here, I can change the shapes that I did. So I can change this to a five-sided shape, and I can select 1, 2, and it's going to create these different shapes in there. So that's a bit of a weird shape, but I can now come in to choose my delete part, and I can create an interesting shape out of that, and this weird sort of shape on the side, which can be a part of your chessboard design. To move stuff, I can either drag a window over just by going to my select tool, and I get onto this node and just bring it around to where I want it. Otherwise, what I can do is I can select here onto transform, but I'm going to look at that later. I just want to talk about some shapes that you can do, and we'll look at that later. And that's the end of this tutorial.